All right, hello everyone. I need to immediately start the VOD by saying, I haven't forgotten, Chad was hoping I would forget, that every week the community over here votes on the next Nancy Drew game that we're gonna play, right? When we beat the Nancy Drew game, they're always like, I wanna play Crystal Skull, I wanna play Crystal Skull, yada, 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 yada. 2 weeks ago, this community of haters right here in the chat decided they wanted to play Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull. And then I realized, unfortunately, that while we were playing it, once I uploaded the VOD, someone left a comment being like, oh my god, this is such perfect timing with the hurricane going on in Louisiana. Hello. That perhaps this might have been an insensitive choice. And I just want to say on behalf of the chat that it is 100% their fault. They picked it, not me. The hurricane was in Florida. It didn't reach Louisiana. Okay, then we're fine. Okay, you're exonerated. Exonerated. Never mind. They're saying sorry for causing the hurricane. It's their bad, okay? So just wanted to clear the air. We tarot carded it into existence. Guys, I don't think I've found my tarot cards yet. But I've never played a Nancy Drew game in my life, so how would I have known? You should have done your research. No. Do your research. That means go on Facebook. Ask the Facebook what they're thinking. Oh, are we doing Mickey Mouse? Have we decided? I've just seen a redemption for third person. I need to add the Mickey voice redemption because it takes like 2 seconds. But guys, I was busy. I just got an email from someone. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I just got an email asking if I want to be an ambassador for a meat company. Famously, I've been a vegetarian since I was 18 years old. No, 16 years old. 10 years. I'm sorry. They just said I'd be a great fit. And they're even offering to send me a free box of meat, which is so lovely. I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. Okay, let me start the timer for my Mickey voice. Free box of meat, hey. I know where to get a free box of meat if I want some, all right? That's not a secret. That is not a secret. Also, a box of meat in the mail is a disturbing thought, is it not? I mean, I guess if you get HelloFresh with meat, but like just meat, there's like another level to it. There is another level. All right. Anyways. All right, 5 minutes of Mickey. Oh, hang on. I've got like a cough coming on. I'm putting it off as long as I can. Also, hi. Here, I'll start the timer. Hi, Mariella. Huh? Mariella's never gonna come back, I fear. This is gonna be really hard to maintain for 5 whole minutes. All right, so if I mess up, you can't get mad at me. We will not be extending the timer. You get what you get. 5 minutes is a long time, guys. You may regret this choice. Just saying. My YouTube engagement has never been lower because we decided to do this at the start of the stream. So, okay. Well, I also looked up on Game Boomers where to find the charcoal because famously we called Ned last time and he just mansplained to me stuff and it wasn't helpful. And he was just like, just look for charcoal. And I was like, Ned Nickerson, you bitch. I already knew that. Y'all asked for this, okay? I don't want to hear any complaints. Y'all asked for this. All right. Now we take the paper and I have to rub it. Yes, famously I have to rub one out. That sounds more disturbing, I think, in the Mickey voice than if I had said it in my own voice, but that's what chat wanted, so I guess that's what it is, huh? rub it out, Mickey. I still demand to be treated with respect. Oh, wait. Two more. No, that. You bitch. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I'm not actually, I thought I was doing that. Chat, I thought I was moving the charcoal with my own hand, but that was in fact a computer animation. I was not gaming just then. This is turning into, what's her name? I'm a fake Nancy Drew fan. What's her name? Prudence? Why won't this go down? Oh, there it goes. See, my hands aren't on there. It's literally not me. I'm so immersed, I didn't even realize I wasn't playing. Okay. Well, we have the answer now. Let us go. I didn't think Her Interactive had the budget for these animations. Her Interactive, please. If you hear this, please put me on the PR list. Please. I think this has earned it. I would say this has earned it. All right, off we go. Their PR list being Gabby Smolder, and that's it. Haha. Well, that's not true, Ellen, because one of my dear friends, one of my dear internet mutuals, was on the PR list. Okay. So I know it is possible. But to be fair, she does make much better Nancy Drew content than I do. So this is getting a bit more British, I think, than normal Mickey, but you know, I'm just saying it's possible. If they wanted to, they would. You know what I mean? That's my point. That's my point. Apple Cider, what an unfortunate time for you to join the stream. Haha. Oh, I've got it. Need to listen to some Mickey to refresh? No need. No need, meme. Oh, Mariella, you're British. How unfortunate. Yeah. No, that is what I meant. I was gonna say that wasn't what I meant, but that is what I meant. All right. I have a key. Is Mickey Mouse British? No. He's not. But I think when you do a voice for 5 minutes, it kind of just goes places. You know what I mean? Haha. It's hard to stay consistent. This is not, I'm not even intentionally being British, if you know what I mean. It's just like, that's just where my soul is taking me. Oh my God, okay. We're done. I'm glad I wasn't Mickey when he was crying at his parents' funeral. Do you hear my voice cracking? That did vocal damage. Did you hear that? That did damage. Anyways, he was crying because his parents are dead. What else is new? Big whoop, you know what I mean?
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
First of all, why was she so quiet? Second, why is she serving cunt? And he's just like, well, actually, he's so me. He knows he's got it good. He knows he's got it good. My voice is actually, I'm not even kidding. How do Mickey Mouse voice actors do that? My voice is hoarse. He looks tired. His face is facing a different direction than his head. I mean, sometimes you do that when you see a beautiful woman, I suppose. That can happen. That can happen. Drink some water. I will, perhaps. I certainly will. In a second. I'm too focused. All right, so I know. Let me drink. Your voice isn't a horse. Mickey is a mouse. Ha ha ha. Mods, can you ban Kepler from the chat? I need to turn up my. Oh, look how quiet my audio is. And Laffy Taffy is here. Laffy Taffy is not afraid. Oh, thank you, Apple Cider, for appreciating the blue walls. One of the mods is here that you don't want to mess with, all right? Wait, did I not take the painting? I did, didn't I? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I was about to be like, I'm not walking all the way back there. All right. So this one, I remember. So this is like the first letter of things in the portrait. So like L is lollipop. I remember that much. L is lollipop. Maybe T is toothbrush. Umbrella is last. This is a fun puzzle. P. Who's got a P? All right. Who's got a P? I don't know who's got a P. H. A is probably axe, right? B is definitely banana. F is fan. What is... Oh, that's a dog. M is monkey, I assume. Oh my god. Incredible. Incredible. Audience is so quiet.
What do you mean, something else? You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant I don't have it now, but I will soon, okay? Bye.
Yeah, okay. I'm realizing what's happening, and this is a problem. So I have what's called ducking set on my audio, where when I talk, the game gets quieter, but because the mic is so close to the fan, it's quieting the game because... So I turn the fan off. Also, this was meant to be up.
That's a little creepy.
So apologies for that. Oopsies, my bad. That was my fault. Basically, because y'all couldn't hear that, Onision over here was like, Summer, I don't have any money, Summer. And Nancy was like, girl, don't I know it? Don't I know it? That's basically what happened. And we're in a tunnel.
Locked, naturally.
What? What the heck? How do I get in there? Let me in, please. Let me in. Well, let me look at my task list.
All done. Still have to
Figure out what's up with those fake books. We don't have
Still have to do
something
that.
for that, do we?
Still have to do that.
I think we have what we need for that.
Check.
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 Check. Find out what the deal is with the card.
All done. All done. Check.
Check. Find the letter.
I haven't done that. Still have to do that.
Let me see if I turn the fan on, but it's like further away. Because it is still very hot. For those who haven't joined... Oh, cheap viewers we got. For those who joined later on, the HVAC in my new place isn't working currently, so I'm very hot and sweaty. I forgot I was going to say that during the VOD. That's why I have the fan blasting and it's ruining all the audio.
All done. Did that. Did that.
And these like studio lights I have on are doing me no favors. Let me just say, oh, thank you, Kepler.
Still have to do that.
Let's do the puzzle in Renee's room. We can do that, I remember. I don't want to look at Game Boomers just yet. I don't want to accept defeat just yet. If that's all right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. All right. So I remember this puzzle is like you have to press all the buttons to make them look like these symbols. I feel like I am definitely going to cheat at these. Renesmee, can you imagine? I am also available for hints. I appreciate that, Hotchkiss. I think I'm going to do this first and then we'll see. We'll see where that gets me. Methinks I am going to cheat for this because here's the thing. If I could see what each of the buttons did, that would be a different story. But not being able to see what each of the buttons are, it feels like it would take too long of a time for me to be able to do it. You know? Shh. I am also available for hints. However, I also do not know the answers. Valid. Let me see. Well, I think I've already goofed that up. 1, 2, 5, 6. Are we doing this one? Perhaps. What? Oh, and you start over. Wait. And you start over each time. That's messed up. Okay, wait. We almost had it. 5, 6, 7. 2. That was that one. Wait, was that one? I'm confused. And then... Oh, is this not right? This isn't right for the second one, I guess. It's definitely 4, though. No? Oh, that looks exactly the same. Oh, that's so messed up. Yeah, and that's why we cheat. That's why we cheated this. 2, 8, 10. Wow, I'm just so good at this. I don't know how that's happening. I'm like Dream when he did his speed run for Minecraft. I know y'all are all big Dream fans here in the chat, so that reference was hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He ran so fast. He sure did. And the haters tried to slow him down, and that's what happened. He ran so fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3. Wow, how do we do it, folks? Hoodoo symbols. Oh, wait. These are the symbols we knew on the wall, right? Okay. Cool. Is that literally all we get from here? I thought we would get a key, if I'm being honest. I kind of thought we would get a key. That does not appear to be the case. I mean, we could translate that, but why would I do that right now if I don't have a reason to? Well, I'll go talk to Renee. It's been a while since I've talked to an old lady out in the rain, you know? It's been several hours, in fact, since I've done such a thing.
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Whatever.
It's very unlike Nancy to not ask about why he was crying in the graveyard. May I just say? Nancy loves getting in people's business.
Hello again. Those weird symbols on the wall in your room, do you know who painted them? I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
And a man, but that's unrelated.
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering.
Personally, I always ask people in the graveyards why they're crying.
It was from a language
It's a way to do it.
no one on earth spoke. And suddenly,
Where's Ma?
the spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by
Oh.
syllable.
How is the sound now, by the way? How is the sound now for everybody? Better, but is it good? Yep. Okay. All right. If y'all need me to turn it up, don't be shy.
In hoodoo signs, I
Okay,
would count
just
up
making
the
sure.
word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
She's so powerful.
The word. Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
Now that's an expression I need to put in my vocabulary. Man in walls is scarier than a ghost. Oh,
Leave
absolutely.
you to your potting. Take care, hon.
Matter of fact, that is the other spooky thing about being in a new place. There are like new sounds I am not used to, and I don't like that. It's a slur? What she just said was a slur? Well, good thing I already forgot what it was. Oh. No, the word she won't say. Okay. I got so scared. I'm like, I don't think there's a slur in a Nancy Drew game, but like, I could see them putting like, I know like Snake Plant has like an anti-Semitic name. You know, I could see them putting something like that in a Nancy Drew game because it's just like an antiquated term. That would not surprise me, but a full-on slur would give me pause, I think. And as it should, you know? Yeah, moccasin is just a shoe. That's what I thought. You know, that is what I initially thought. All right, Hotchkiss, I will take a hint as to how we get the key to get into the secret passageway. If you don't mind. Not any age, any race, any word. Please. Because I could call Ned, but y'all know he's not going to tell me
All done.
anything.
Still have to do that.
Explore.
Can't check that off yet.
The diagram on the lock references something in the garden. Oh, the spider thing. That's what we have to do. Okay. I vaguely remember. Where is the secret passageway? Now, where was that secret passageway? I exited out of the window. I also think I just accidentally changed the size of the window, so I may have just messed it up. Ooh. Are a bunch of scenes at a weird Dutch angle? No, that is not just you. It is definitely the game. It's called Style. Also, y'all can't see the game, so that's a problem. Also, y'all can't see the game. Oh, Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. Try this one. I don't think the sizing's gonna be correct. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It's just nighttime. We gotta put it all the way down here. We gotta do the fun Nancy Drew game where we get this 480p game to look like it's at its actual scale for y'all. I love this game. Let's see, did we do it? No, that's too much. We did too much. We can't go back, except we can, and we should. Do. There we go. Good enough. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yeah, the hidden mini game in all the Nancy Drew games. It's so fun. Where did the secret passageway open up? Is it over here? How did we open this? Oh, it's here. Okay. It's here. That's more of a rhetorical question. Okay. I remember this. Spider puzzle. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about the email about someone offering to send me a box of meat. Like, do you think they send that to everybody, or do you think I'm special? You know? Do you think they really thought of me and they were like, this girl wants some meat sent to her door? Do I give that vibe? I don't think I give that vibe. I think even if I eat meat, that's a strange request. What brand? I'm not trying to put a brand on blast. They're just trying to get their coin. Oh, I will say, you want to know, that's honestly not the craziest email I've gotten recently. I got an email a couple of weeks ago from a brand that wanted to sponsor me and promote, it was like a diet plan that was in conjunction with the use of, is it GLD-1? They basically wanted me to promote a like app diet plan that would be used with Ozempic, which is insane. Hello. GLP-1 inhibitors. And I'm like, I hope it goes without saying, I would never promote any sort of like weight loss thing on my channel. Like, that's not my business. That's so not my business or my area of expertise. But can you imagine me promoting, like, I'm the same size that I have been the past 5 years. Like, I clearly wouldn't be using the drug. Like, unless y'all think I've gotten so scared. It made no sense. That would be so strange. That would be so strange. And then, my God. And they were like, well, we're looking for people who have a demographic of like primarily in the US and are 35 and older. And I'm like, well, my audience isn't even 35 and older anyway. So I don't understand any of your thought process behind emailing me, because that's an immediate no. Just like, no. I don't look a day over 20, you know? I'm so young and youthful. I don't know why they thought that. Yeah, they thought y'all were old. They were like, y'all don't even know who Tate McRae is? Okay, old. Here's your... Take your Ozempic, old. Crazy. So crazy. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I did it! I'm certainly not turning 34 next. Not 35 and older. Well, actually, I would say half of my YouTube audience is between 18 to 24, and the other half is 25 to 34, I think. To be fair, those aren't the most precise demographics because people don't always put their correct age in there. On Twitch, however, it's like, I think it's mostly 26 to 34 because Nancy Games and millennials go together like peanut butter and jelly. What can I say? I saw a news article about a Kardashian branded Ozempic. I saw that too, but you know what the gag is? So Khloe Kardashian has like a GLP-1 supplement, but because the pharmaceutical industry is so unregulated, it doesn't contain any GLP-1. Sorry, I'm not a scientist. It doesn't contain any ingredients from Ozempic or Wegovy or any of that. It is truly just a diet supplement that they can like slap a name on it, because you can say anything about any diet supplement. You can say anything. Also, y'all, don't feel obligated. I realize I set y'all up by talking about ages. Don't feel obligated to talk about your ages, especially if you're like, I don't think anybody's under 18 here, but I just don't want anyone being like, I'm very young, and people like, you know, I just don't want anybody getting preyed upon in my chat. So don't feel obligated to say your ages. Please, please, please. Can I talk about how old Pemberton is? That is always welcome. That is always welcome. If you're under 13, you aren't allowed to have a Twitch account. I mean, I certainly hope that people under 13 aren't watching me, but I also cannot control that. Cannot control. Oh, I see. DD Mega Doo-Doo. Can I make them say that? Can I make them say that? I remember when Facebook was a big thing, my parents were like, you can't have a Facebook till you're 13 because that's the terms of service. And I was like, all my friends who are 12 and so mature have a Facebook account. So I actually couldn't get a Facebook until I was 13. Or actually, because we moved to Germany, I know I never mentioned it. I moved to Germany when I was like 12 and a half. So I think because I was lonely, they let me have a Facebook 6 months earlier. But I feel like nowadays kids just have all of that stuff way younger. Just the norm. All right, a classic Nancy Drew gimmick. A journal with clues to a bunch of puzzles and blah, 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 blah. Will I read any of it? I mean, eventually, but I'll never tell y'all. I made a Facebook at like 10 and friend requested my mother, who seemed not to care. I'm surprised that I never honestly made a secret one because, I mean, my mom certainly wouldn't have found out. I remember when I was 12, I made a petition that I had people in my middle school sign to let my mom get me a Facebook. And then I moved, and so my mom felt bad for me. But I think it was really the petition that sent her over. I think that's what really did it. January 22nd, she died. He died on January 22nd. That's fun. That is theater kid behavior. I mean, guilty. Guilty as charged. All right, he's dying like once a month. Sign me up.
First, that's today.
Wait, did I look through everything? Scuttle Bones. Okay. I think I did. Indiana Kraken Parlor House. Interesting. Wow, what a... Doesn't this look like a good time, guys? This is exactly what my sorority initiation looked like, by the way. They love to do this mysterious stuff. We love secret societies. Yeah, you knew it. Bruno, as usual, a good time was had by all. This font. Your friends and fellow Jolly Rogers, Gilbert. Oh, Gilbert. Is that him? Is that our boy? If your circle doesn't look like this, find another circle. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. Come on. Do I have to watch it? Also, Nancy, just reach around. You know?
Gotcha.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Ooh. I'll be honest, people who decide to be dentists, they're doing God's work. Dental care is very important. I feel like being a dentist requires you to be a little creepy. So we already rubbed one out and now we're doing a reach around. Mod, let's ban Hotchkiss from the chat. Dentists are fucked in the head. Sorry, is that rude? No, I was actually just speaking of.
There must be another way out.
Because I do love profiling dentists. I think I've told this story on Twitch before, but when it wasn't a dentist, it was an orthodontist, but like same thing. Come on, let's stop being silly. I had an orthodontist when I was 12 or 13 because we were in Germany. And because there were only so many like English speaking orthodontists in our area, orthos are worse. Well, just you wait. Because there were only so many English speaking orthos in our area, pretty much all of us went to the same orthodontist. And so my friend went to him, and my friend said that he was like all right, have you started your period? And she was like, no. And he's like, he said something about your period starting affects the movement of your teeth, and he needed to know that information. And so he asked me the same question, like before he put braces on me. And then I just like thought about it when I was like an adult, and I was like, that's not a relevant question, was it? That guy was a freak, right? Like, that wasn't okay. Yeah, and then I remember one time I went to go get my braces tightened, and he had died, but for some reason they hadn't canceled my appointment. So my mom and I go up to the desk, and the receptionist is literally crying, and and the receptionist is like, Dr. blah 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 is dead, and we're like, okay, well, we're still here for 10:30, right? He was an old man. He lived a long, pervy life, I'm sure. And I still got my braces tightened because I don't think you needed the orthodontist to be there, but I was like, maybe we shouldn't have appointments booked and busy if we're not ready for that. I don't know. I don't even know if I have any thoughts to sum up that. That was just weird. That was just a weird thing I experienced. And then my wisdom teeth grew in. And so my bottom teeth are crooked as if I never had braces. And that's the most fucked up part of it all. That's honestly the most fucked up part of it all. Because you want to know the thing about it? I got braces when I was like 13. Wore them for like a year and a half or whatever. I didn't have them actually for that long. And then they gave me retainers to wear afterwards, you know, standard procedure. But the retainers they gave me were like Invisalign retainers. They weren't like the typical metal ones that you see. And I grind my teeth at night. So I would chew through the retainers at night because I have crippling anxiety. And so I would regularly need to get these retainers replaced. And I don't know why they didn't at some point just switch me to a metal retainer. I guess they just liked making money off my parents. But then we moved away from Germany, and I was like maybe 16 at this point. And my dentist, every 6 months when I would go in for the cleaning, would be like, oh, do you wear your retainers? You should wear your retainers. And I'm like, I literally don't have them anymore because I chewed them. And the orthodontist who put them on is dead. And the practice that like did it is in a foreign country. So I literally have no way to do it. And then my wisdom teeth came in, and then my bottom teeth got crooked anyways. And I was honestly, here's the thing. I probably wasn't pushing for it when I was 16 because braces were annoying. But I am slightly bitter at my parents for not just like getting me replacement retainers once we were in Maryland, because now I'm like, man, do I want to get Invisalign to like fix my bottom teeth? Because now I have a job where people do look at my mouth quite frequently, and it annoys me. But at the same time, braces were annoying. You chew, like you eat food and it gets stuck in everything. And when you get them tightened, they hurt so bad. Your mouth hurts so bad. Braces were the worst. But yeah, I may get Invisalign. I currently have no money because I spent it all on moving and getting tickets to see Rachel Zegler. Which in my mind is a very reasonable financial decision, but I know some of y'all don't understand. I don't know. Maybe someday. I hated my Invisalign, and now I'm stuck with teeth brackets. I mean, also, I feel like if I just got them on the bottom, they wouldn't be super noticeable. But I don't know. I also feel like men would be weird on the internet if I had braces of any kind, because men ruin everything. Like, I don't think y'all would care. I don't think my main audience would care, but like someone would make it weird. So I feel like I either have to get it on the back of my teeth or Invisalign. Oh my God. I remember my friend in high school was literally one of the prettiest. Also, we're making this all eyes. I think we're making this all eyes. One of my friends in high school, literally one of the prettiest people I ever knew. And I remember she was like, first of all, preface this. I was also a teenager, a petty teenager at the time. I was like, I heard she had to get braces, and I was like, yes, yes, She will be down with us. She will have to have braces like me. She will have to be humbled. And then she got braces on the back of her teeth. So she literally still looked Gorgina. And I was like, man, come on. That's a rite of passage. You can't have the celebrity back of the teeth braces like Miley Cyrus. Come on. That's how my 15-year-old brain operated. That's what I thought. Yeah. Every time I see a new dentist, they're like, why did your ortho do this, and judge hardcore dentist trauma. See, that's the other thing I'm nervous about is not only did I move, I also switched health insurances this year, and I haven't been, my old dentist isn't covered under my new health insurance. I really liked my old dentist because he asked 0 questions. He asked 0 questions. He would come in, he would look at my teeth, and he'd be like, do you have any problems? And I'd be like, no. And he'd be like, okay, keep flossing and brushing. Minded his own business. How hard is that to find in a dentist? He's not weird. He was so professional. Everyone in the office was so nice. Now I have to find a new dentist, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous that they're going to be some weirdo or some meanie, because I get it. Dentists can be either weird or they can be really judgy. And I've experienced both. And I'm sure y'all have too. It is really hard to find a nice dentist who is just like normal to be around. My dentist is pretty normal, except he said I look like Jimmy Fallon twice. No one else has ever said that. I also wouldn't know how to unpack that information, to be fair. My dentist is like a hockey dad. He's so chill. I love that. Maybe in Canada, the dentists are better. Oh, dang it. Also, this is a lot. I'm trying to make them all eyes. I should probably be focusing more, to be honest, because this is no joke. This is no joke. No! How did that... I made that so straight. Straighter than everyone in this chat. And it literally went to the right. That makes no sense. That makes 0 sense. Oh my god. My dentist is married to the librarian who was at my high school. That is a fun fact. A kid I went to grade school with insisted my dad looked like Simon Cowell. My dad is brown. Yeah, that's also a lot. That's a lot. The one comparison I still think about and I think is really funny is specifically on my Acacia Brindley video, on my like old Acacia Brindley video. Someone said I look like the girl from iCarly who kidnaps Carly and Sam. And I looked at it and I looked at the video and I'm like, honestly, T. Honestly, not wrong. Especially with, I think I was growing out my curtain bangs at the time. And when you're growing out bangs, you just kind of look like you might kidnap someone, not gonna lie. I was like, I honestly see the vision. Nora, yeah, Nora. He said I look like Nora. It was so funny. And it stuck with me. It stuck with me. All right, hang on. Oh God. Oh God, no. I went to the wrong one. Oh God. How do people speedrun this game? This is insane. No. No. Tragedy. Got too many cocks. Too many cocks, I need eyes. Come on. All right, I'm not even gonna look at the chat and your creepy dentist stories. I gotta focus. Cause what is this? Nora is kind of Andra Kendrick coded. But I don't look like Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick looks like me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh my God. No! I feel like they're in the hardest spots in those middle two corners. Oh my god. Come on. Okay. Work. Okay. Gonna... No! No! I'm ending it. Anna Kendrick looks like Nora, looks like you, looks like Anna Kendrick. Is Anna Kendrick actually my final evolution? Like, we don't look alike, but if, like, we both changed a little bit, maybe? It's the nose, I think. We have distinctive noses. Oh, you know, another fun thing about moving is you discover how racist your old neighbors were. There is a connection. I realize there's not doesn't seem to be a connection. There is a connection with what I just said. So we were moving, and you know, we've had a neighbor nearby who we've gotten to know because we were at that place for quite some time.
This must be where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found. Let's see how we're doing.
And I mean, to us, at least, she's always been lovely. But I do remember over the summer at one point, she asked Dan, she's like, Dan, are you Jewish? It's okay if you are. And Dan was like, no, not Jewish. Why do you ask? And first of all, Dan and I both get this question. We've both been asked if we're Jewish. And I truly just think it's because we both have like larger noses. And I mean, obviously not that there's anything wrong with being Jewish, but I'm just like, it's just a loaded question, right? A loaded question. And she starts talking about how when she first moved into place, there used to not be any Jewish people living around the neighborhood and not any like people of color or whatever. Also, Nancy's chewing the scumball. Yeah, or the dark hair. I don't know. I don't know why people assume that either Dan or I are Jewish, but like we're not. Not a good thing or a bad thing. We're just not. And oh, are we gonna get an eyeball or is Nancy just gonna keep chewing? And so, anyways, so that happened over the summer, which was like the first red flag. And then we told her that we were moving, and she said, well, I just hope that the right kind of people move in after y'all. And I was like, now what? Especially in like in and around Baltimore, like a historically, like, let's just say it's a black city. Like it's a city rich with black culture, and this is like an older white woman. That one we were like, okay, yeah. Yeah. And we were like, well, we're moving, so we don't have to unpack that, I guess. That's someone else's problem. So whoever moves into our place, our old place, they can deal with that, I suppose. Oh, hello. Yeah, good luck to the new tenants. Have fun with that. Oh well. Oh well. We still haven't met our next door neighbors, like, at all. I haven't seen them. There was one neighbor who saw us moving in and they said hi and introduced themselves, and they were nice. But I don't think they live like immediately near us. So I don't know how often we'll actually see them, to be fair. Oh. Now what are we doing here? I have curly dark hair and I am 100% white, but for some reason I've had people ask me if I'm Hispanic or Mediterranean. My former coworker also said I look like I'm from the country Jordan. It's just like, I don't really first of all, people are so weird. I don't really talk about this because it's not really like my experience per se, but my mom is half Latina, and she is like, there is not one way to look Latina, but there's certainly a stereotype. And like, she has a lot of like, you could say stereotypical Latina features. Like, she's not white passing, you know? And so my entire life, I've had people like, when she comes to pick me up from school, be like, that's your mom? Because people think we don't look alike, even though I literally have her nose. Anyways, or like people being like, where are you from? And she can be like, California. And they'll be like, no, but where are you really from? And like for her parents, for my grandparents, like they got married before Loving versus Virginia was passed. Like if my grandparents traveled outside of California, their marriage would not be legally recognized in like several states in the country. And even beyond legal recognition, my grandpa was like followed by the police and like all this stuff just because like he was with a white woman in the 1960s. So, I mean, not that it takes that experience to make you annoyed when people are like, where are you from? But it irritates me. It irritates me because it's like, if I have to deal with that, I can only imagine what like non-white passing people have to deal with every day. Every day. Anyways, I don't think I have to lecture to y'all, but oh my God, don't be weird to people, okay? Don't be weird to people. Drives me nuts. I get that in reverse where my mom is white and I look like I could go either way. Yeah, I feel like it would depend because also like, I feel like I used to look more like my mom when I was younger because she has like really naturally like curly hair and I had curly hair as a kid. And I used to like tan a lot more because I would just be outside playing a lot more. Whereas I feel like now I'm like a ghostly person. So it's like more apparent, I think, that I'm related to my dad, I think. Anyways, I don't know how to get out of this room. How do I get out of this room, by the way? People have asked me if I was adopted because they thought my mom didn't look like me. I got majority of my dad's genes, but I still look like my mom. Yeah, like my mom would get asked if she was adopted too, because it was mostly my Nana is white. My Nana would be the one like picking her up from school and stuff. And I feel so, it literally breaks my heart. My Nana would tell me that my uncle would be so embarrassed that like, because kids would make fun of him that he didn't look like his mom, that like he would ask to like not be picked up outside of school or like pretend that my Nana wasn't his mom, like when he was a kid. And I'm like, God, it just, ugh. I don't want to get emotional. It just breaks my heart for my poor Nana. But like, ugh, families look like a lot of different things. People are so mean sometimes, man. That's taught. That is taught. Anyways, this got serious. Hotchkiss, how do I get out of this room? That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Yeah, we love you, Nana. She was also born on the 4th of July, so anytime America does something stupid, which is often, I get to be like, I'm celebrating my Nana today. It's something on the wall. It's not the eyeball thing, is it? Is it this? No, it's not that. It's a different door than when you came in. Yeah, I think Nancy said something like that. There we go. All right, we're in. I also have the hiccups, so that's fun. Yeah, we'll save. All right, task list.
Still have to do that. Did that.
So we can do that puzzle.
Check. All done.
The like voodoo symbols thing. I just need to look at them. I think I also should probably do the bug puzzle. I think I might need that at some point. I'll do that. Whoop. I feel like I've never seen another Nancy game where they've done like Dutch angles like this. I feel like it's only this one. It is definitely slanted a little bit. Like, look at that. What is that? Oh, we can do this puzzle now. Random change of subject. No, I appreciate. But I bought a painting from a local artist in Georgia, and it's a hedgehog playing a violin. Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to get some cute art for my wall too. So if y'all know anybody who sells prints on like their store or something, definitely open to suggestions. Let's pretend it's the time. Is this the time one? What time will it be when 3 hours have passed? Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead. Okay. So it starts at exactly midday, 12. What time will it be when 3 hours have passed? 3. Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead 2 hours, 5. And from there, let's say that it's 9 hours before, 5. 8. If 6 hours before then, 2. What time would it be if we moved ahead 9? Okay. Can I share the photo in the general chat? Yeah. Sure thing. That's our hand. Me not knowing how to read an analog clock anymore. 12. 3. 5. Also, Dan said he might come home a little bit early tonight. It's his first time really leaving the house since we moved in. But he said that he would text me before he comes into the house. So hopefully we'll have a warning for goose barking purposes. 2. 11. And Z can't even read analog clocks anymore. I'm part of the problem. Alright, we got another eyeball. Lucky us. What else should we be doing?
Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that.
Oh, we can probably do the teeth bookcase puzzle. Determine the significance of the tune I play in the Jack in the Box.
Check.
I don't want to do that. Find a way to get Henry to give me the glass eye. I'm pretty sure we bully him into doing that. Pull the head on the buzzard statues in the garden.
Can't check that off yet.
Haven't done that.
Can't check that off yet.
Oh, we can do the symbols thing. That is what I was gonna do. I got distracted. Let's do the symbols thing. Do. Let me check if my cousin has her art store up yet. She's chronically ill and had to shut down her print business for a little bit, but she's trying to get it back up and running again. Yeah, you can put it in the general. I'd be happy to take a look-see. Alright. Where's the book? Hopefully I don't have to solve this puzzle again. Okay, I don't. I will be looking at the Discord afterwards. Alright. Got the symbols. Now... Okay. DD Mega Doo-Doo. Ba. Ba. Za. Oh, Lou. Pa. DD Megadoodoo. That's not Moo, is it? And And then, I mean, that's Caw. I'm sorry, DD Megadoodoo still makes me laugh. What can I say? Some things never die, and that's one of them. DD Megadoodoo gets me. It's gonna be the name of my firstborn child. Let me tell ya. Up we go. Alright, where's the thingy thing? Have you seen the trailer for the new Sonic movie? Shadow is in it a lot. Y'all, I'm so excited for the new Sonic movie, and that's not even a joke. I actually do plan on seeing it with several friends. Those movies play an important role in my life. The first Sonic movie was the last movie I saw before the COVID lockdowns, and the second movie was the first movie I saw after the COVID lockdowns. So that little blue guy has a special place in my heart. Well, that wasn't right, huh? Or talk. Oh. Oh. The last denizen buried on my guard will start your hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to answer, and so on and so forth till tiny treasure you discover. Oh. Okay, thank you. Thank you. The graveyard hunt. I remember how the graveyard hunt works, but I do think we're still gonna do it. We're not gonna game boomers it per se. I do think we're gonna cheese it a little bit because it's fun, but also the way they set it up is tedious. And that'll make more sense to people who are in the know, unfortunately. All right. So we're looking for the last name. Where's the thingy thing? Or is this already? Oh, was it already there? Tammy Tasselman. Oops. Don't exit. Don't scare me like that. Tammy Tasselman.
That looks like the right name.
Okay, and now we have to go find her in Terra Siesta. So we have to go through the graveyard and get lost and find her. All right, well, before we go out in the rain, I do have to pee a little bit. And the rain is going to make me have to pee a lot of it, I fear. So I'm going to go pee real quick. I'm also going to save my game. Thank you for all the Go Piss girls. I really appreciate it. I'll be back shortly. Oops. Hello. I am back. It took me forever to wander through my new mansion to get to the bathroom, but I'm back. I'm finally putting up pictures in my new apartment to make it more homey. Ty, that first of all, that's lovely. I'm jealous because we don't have any hooks to put up stuff. And that's what this house needs, desperately. Desperately. But also, moving out of my old place and covering up all the holes from all the art I had put up was a painful experience. Painful. Yeah, I got one of those YouTuber manners, for sure. For sure. I actually live in LA now. I'm a very big deal. I just bought command strips. That is the way to do it. We love responsibility. Island gas stove with a giant hood suspended from the ceiling. I mean, you know, famously, Goose does love gas stoves. He loves lighting things on fire, doesn't he? And unfortunately, the baby locks we had for our old gas stove don't fit on the new gas stove. So I have to get new gas stove baby locks to keep him from setting the house on fire. We actually haven't left him like by himself at the house yet because we only moved in on Monday. And even then, we say we moved in, but he was like staying at Dan's parents' house while we like really were moving stuff because the door was open all day. So he's really only been here for like almost 72 hours now. He's still very nervous. So he hasn't been left by himself, huh? Have you, bud? Yeah. It's nerve-wracking being in a new place, huh? Yeah. Who should be allowed a little arson as a treat? That's certainly what he thinks. That's certainly what he thinks. All right, back to the game. Back to the game. Sorry, I was just looking at Goose's cute little face. Y'all can't see him because he's not sitting in the chair, but he's on the ground, being cute. All right. Is there actually a mausoleum map? Oh, the miniature would be a map, wouldn't it? But wouldn't it be more fun if we just wandered aimlessly to try and find where we're going? Wouldn't that be more fun? I guess I could look at see what Game Boomers has to say. I have to scroll down because we're so far ahead in this gaming experience. Yeah. We did all that. We've actually made a decent amount of progress. There's certainly still plenty to be done, but... Oh, we have not done that. Now where's the thing? Oh my god, it refreshed and sent me to the top. How embarrassing. Come on. My god, don't scare me. You're on stream. That scared people. Hey. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared me. You said you would text me when you came home.
Sorry. My cat.
That scared me. Don't do that. I thought someone broke into the house. Sorry, everyone. My god. I did not think he'd be back this early. The horror when I saw the doorknob turn. My god. I can't find the thing on the walkthrough. This is a disaster. I mean, it's all Dan's fault. Terra Siesta. Okay, well, there's a picture. Open the entrance gate. Walk to the old tree. Let's go to the old tree. Take the path to the right. Ugh, get back in this home. That was so scary. Because he also like left the door unlocked. He left the door unlocked because he wasn't going to be gone that long. And so I was like, oh my god, anybody could have gotten in. Anyways, all right. Y'all, this puzzle is fun. This puzzle is fun, I think, specifically if you cheat it. So what you're meant to do when you see these hints at the bottom of the grave is you're meant to walk all the way back to the house and look through the record book and then decide and then go back to where the next person is buried. But everybody that we're looking for has a pun name based on these hints. So I'll give you all a chance to guess yourselves. So couldn't sleep without a peep. So when she died, we buried her deep. That is, now think of a pun, think of a hint based on that prompt. The first one might be a little hard just because we don't know quite yet. Snorin' Lauren is good. Little Bo Peep. This one is Constance Noring. Constance Noring. Couldn't sleep without a peep. Miss Constance Noring. Now, Miss Constance Noring is in the Growing Crypts, or the Crowing Crypts. And we gotta find where she's at. Now you'll get a sense. Okay. I have a picture, but I don't have specific directions. That is not right. That is not the right spot. Sorrow Park. No. 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 No, no, no. Growing Crypts. Oh. Here we are. Hello? I thought she was here. Hello? Oh, I need to put the thing in the notes, don't I? Constance Noring.
Gotta be it.
Okay, there we go, there we go. Never early, never late. Let me see. Never early, never late. This one I think is guessable. I've heard this pun before. I'll walk on over. Sean Time. Very close, Dog Shampoos. Actually, very close. Just in time. Aries Cluster got it. On lock. All right, we need to type it in. Justin time.
Looks like the right name.
But can you imagine having to walk back to the house every single time for this? Couldn't be me. Okay. All dressed up with no place to go. All dressed up with no place to go. I get this one, but I do think it's hard. I think it's hard to guess. Riding boots. Fancy Nancy is fun. Let me see. Riding Boots Memorial. We gotta go to the old tree again. Nope, not there. Okay, tree. It's Mannequin. Mannequin. That one, to be fair, I do think is a bit of a reach.
That doesn't make sense.
Is it not? Oh.
There. I'm no dummy.
All right, Nancy, whatever you say. Died in debt. Died in debt. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm liking the pun names. This is like if I came up with a portmanteau that was this good, y'all would be like, okay, you ate that, you know? Norma Cash is fun. It's Owen Moore.
That looks like the right name.
Kepler got it. Did you cheat? That was good. I didn't think you'd get that. You know where Sorrow Park is? Where was Sorrow Park again? We were there before. They cooked with that one, I'll say. Okay, wait. For Sorrow Park, straight again. Oh, we need to go this way. Her Interactive was having some fun with this, I'll say. All right, a stand-up person. A stand-up person. Oh, hoo 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 hoo. I see. I see how it works. Now, where are they? Crowing Crypts. We have to go back to the fountain. Fountain. Take the right. A stand-up person. Ready for this? Ready for this? Kneel down.
Let's hope Neil is lying down by now.
It's pretty good. All that's left of me are these old bones. Me, I think. I think that's who it is. Now let's see. Let's see. My gosh. These are really good. Her Interactive kind of popped off with these names, I'm not gonna lie. They kind of ate me up. Like, I think Her Interactive would be really good at coming up with drag names. I think this one is the best one. Myra Maines.
Bingo.
That's so good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Myra Maines. My God, she'd kill it. All right, where's Myra Maines? Terra Siesta. Where's Terra Siesta? Yeah, Nancy investigates drag shows, I think, in her off time. That's off game. All right, old tree. We gotta go back to the old tree. The old tree, take the path to the right. Bloom too late, prune too early. Bloom too late, prune too early. Story of my life. I mean, other than that, though. This one's, I'm gonna be honest, is not very good. Kepler, I would say you're on the right track. You've got the theme right, that's for sure. This was one of the last ones. They ran out of ideas. It's rose, winter, spring.
Smells right to me.
Which is like nothing. That's nothing to me. I mean, they can't all be hits, I suppose. We go left this way. She would have given you the shirt off her back. She would have given you the shirt off her back. All right, this is the last one. This one is crazy. This one is crazy. Jenny Riss is actually really good. Jenny Riss, I would say, is actually better than what they had. It's y'all ready? I'm not gonna let people guess because no one's gonna get this. It's Polly Esther Givens.
Hopefully this will givens me a clue.
But Jenny Russ is really, really good, Sarah. We need to get you on the Her Interactive team. Yeah, Sarah wins. All right, anyways, what is our goal? Walk to the fountain. Take the path on the right. All right, let's go back to the fountain. We got to go to 40 Winks Mausoleum. Just gonna take the path that goes down to the right. This one. Polyester. Same name as my dog at 10, moved from his grave and buried again. Aw. Alright, so I think we have to call up Bess for this. Let's save. Let's save. Alright, Bess. Oh, can we not call? Oh, we can call.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. How you doing?
Great. I just took a nice, luxurious bubble bath and I'm ready to boogie. When are you coming back here?
Oh my god, work.
Still kind of hard to say, but listen. Remember that old photo of a boy and his dog you said you saw in that box of stuff Henry sold to Lamont?
Yeah?
Did it look like it was maybe taken in the 1920s?
That's exactly what it looked like. Why?
Because I need to find out the name of Bruno Bollet's dog. And if that boy was Bruno, then that was probably his dog. Was there any writing on the picture?
Yeah, as a matter
It
of
was
fact,
Ghost Dogs that had a dog cemetery. Who could forget?
Just Bruno?
No, it said Bruno and, but whatever came after and was hidden by the frame.
I really need to know the name of that dog.
Oh, no. No, you don't. No more snooping.
Bess, just get into that box again and see if the dog's name is on that picture. That's all I want you to do.
How? I can't just go waltzing into Lamont's back room.
Get a
For
gun.
sure as heck not gonna
The
fall for
old-fashioned way.
contraption again.
There must be some other way you can distract him. Please, Bess. I can't tell you how important this is. You gotta do this for me. Please?
No.
Absolutely,
Boundaries.
Unequivocally, for the last time, no. Who am I kidding? We're not gonna have
Come on,
any fun
Bess.
here until you solve this mystery, and since you can't do that until I do this... Okay, I'll sneak into the back room and take another look at that photo. I mean, I will if I don't screw up.
Think positive, Bess. You're gonna do fine.
You bet I am. In fact, I'm not going to call you again until I have seen that picture. I'm going in.
You go, girl.
All right. I need thoughts from, I know Hotchkiss has played this game, but anyone else who's played this game. It's 9 o'clock right now. Do you think if we cheat our way through the rest of the game, we could finish by 10? Or do you think we should stop in, say, like 10 minutes and save it for the next stream? Thoughts on that? I'm also open to other thoughts, but I just know other people know the time frame of this game. Hotchkiss, it all comes down to you. I would say do another stream unless you really don't want to do any of the puzzles. I don't want to, yeah. I think we should probably do another. We should probably do another stream. But first, I am going to give this guy diarrhea. Oh, wait. We don't know that we're supposed to give him diarrhea yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's give this guy diarrhea. Who has been nothing but nice to us, by the way.
Hey,
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
outstanding. Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
Probably the hot sauce.
You know, I still feel guilty about that sneezing thing, so how about I go and get you a nice big bowl of gumbo?
Just so happens I'm starving, so hey, you got a deal.
Great. I'll be right back.
Also, did y'all see that the Until Dawn remaster comes out tomorrow? Y'all, we have to play the Until Dawn remaster. I'm not even kidding. I'm so excited for it. And it's spooky season. We're definitely going to play it on Tuesday, for sure. Just so y'all know.
Can I get a gumbo to go, please? Eat up.
I also, here's the other thing I should say. So my computer right now is not connected to Ethernet. So I hope the stream has been okay so far. Like it hasn't been too buffery. I currently have like a little Wi-Fi extension thing plugged into my computer. I went to Best Buy yesterday just so I could stream for y'all today. And I think Dan's plan currently is to set up the Ethernet in here this weekend. And we also have to do some stuff around the house too. So definitely check the Discord to see if I can stream this weekend. I might stream this weekend. It'll probably have to be next weekend that I start doing some weekend streams. It won't be Until Dawn. We'll play Until Dawn on Tuesday. But I missed y'all. I want to make up for lost time. Anyways, let's give this guy diarrhea. But I'm glad the stream has been good. I'm glad it's been working smoothly. I do it for y'all. Because also, I went to Best Buy and I was like, I was pretty sure I knew what I needed to get the computer to work. And I was standing in front of like the Wi-Fi adapters and I was like, oh, I need an extension. And someone came up and was like, oh, do you need help? And I was like, oh, I need an extension to make sure the Wi-Fi works on my desktop. And the guy literally took me over to like a completely different part of the store and handed me a like Ethernet dongle and was like, this will work. And then I FaceTimed Dan and Dan was like, no, that's incorrect. And I was like, that's what I thought, but they didn't give me a chance. So I'm glad I trusted my gut and I got the right thing. The Best Buy employees doing their best, God forbid, tried to lead me astray. But I was determined. I was determined to stream today. Doop, doop, doop.
That my gumbo?
There you go. Enjoy.
Enjoy. There's a lot of slurping in this game, huh? There's a lot of food noises.
Oh, you're gonna have to excuse me.
And diarrhea. It's kind of a lot. Anyways, I love giving strangers diarrhea. It's my favorite hobby. Alright, hello.
Uh-oh. I better get out of here.
Bruno and Grant. Two pretty best friends.
Grant? The dog's name was Grant?
I kind of love that.
It said on the photo.
Kind of a weird name for a dog, huh?
Yeah, well, Bruno Bollet was kind of a weird guy. Hey, thanks a lot, Bess. You've been a huge help.
I'll tell you, being sneaky takes a lot out of me. I'm exhausted.
I still don't know when I'll get back there, so just kind of hang loose, okay?
Story of my life. Call me if you need me.
I will. Bye.
Bye. Okay. I think I'm going to stop it here just so that I know we have enough content for next week. But definitely check the Discord for updates. We'll for sure be streaming Tuesday and Thursday, like back to our regular schedule. That is not a question. And I definitely want to play Until Dawn on Tuesday, finish this game on Thursday. But I do have a fun game that we haven't played yet. I have this Lost PC game that's literally just been sitting here collecting dust. And I thought maybe we could play that on the weekend. We could also window shop for some bad Halloween costumes. Do some more random stuff. More random stuff. So definitely check out the Discord. I will be updating when I'm going live. I'll probably post on my Instagram stories too, to be honest. We're gonna have a good old time. I appreciate y'all for your patience. I know I hate being inconsistent and messing up my schedule, so I want to make up for all the time that I wasn't streaming, especially to all y'all who sub. I want to make sure you're getting your content. And on YouTube too. My God. I am also working on a YouTube video as well. But, you know, I've missed y'all. Oh my gosh, Kepler. Thank you for the gift subs. That is too nice. My gosh. I really appreciate that. That's so nice. Okay, Rich. Well, now I'm going to wrap up my stream, but thank you, Kepler, again. Appreciate that. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to put the... There we go. There's our Discord link. If y'all haven't joined yet, you definitely should, because I tend to post updates over there. But otherwise, I appreciate all y'all hanging out. I'm so glad to be back with y'all in the new location. And hopefully by next Tuesday for sure, I'll have working HVAC, so I won't have a fan messing up the audio for everyone. And I won't be as sweaty. That's the goal. But anyways, have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all later. Bye.